How you doing? My name is Andrew Peralt, and again I'm with a company called Buygoti. I'm hoping that you have already listened to my intro video, and this video is specifically designed for any type of grocery store chain, large and small. And the reason why I'm creating this video specific to this type of industry is because I've been watching this type of industry for quite some time. And traditionally, marketing for grocery stores have always been usually in the newspaper. Usually it might be something where it's in the Sunday newspaper, it might be somewhere in the midweek where it might do a different type of promotion. But today, newspapers are dead. And now what I'm seeing is grocery store chains are now marketing themselves via mailers. So once a week I'll usually get something in the mail for all the different grocery stores, and then you see their flyers, and you, as a user, you can see what the promotions are. Whether or not we look at it, who knows if we do. I mean, a lot of times we just see it as junk mail and we just toss it. So the real reason why I'm talking to you today about using the Buygoti app is because it gives you a brand new way of marketing yourselves as a grocery store. Now, what I did in multiple grocery stores as a kind of like a study, a personal study for grocery stores, is I walked into a grocery store, I grabbed the weekly ad from the front of the door when you walk into the grocery store. I also downloaded the mobile app, and then I decided to just take a shopping cart and I wheeled my shopping cart into a specific aisle. And the reason why I did that is I wanted to see something that most people don't really see. And I knew what the results were going to be, but I still wanted to go through this whole process of making sure I knew what I was talking about. So, for example, I used Ralph's, I used Albertsons, and I even shopped Stater Brothers. And what I did is I'll use Ralph's as probably the best example. And I downloaded their app, grabbed their ad, walked into one of the aisles, and what I did is I looked at all the different categories that were in that aisle, and looked at all the different things that were on sale. So once I figured out what the categories were, I popped open the ad, and then I went through the entire ad looking for those specific categories. So in that one particular aisle, there was only one thing in that aisle that was on the ad. Then I opened up the mobile app and did the same thing. So they had a deals link, and then they had a weekly ad link. So I think the weekly ad link had like 52 items throughout the store, and well, maybe it had a little bit more, I don't know. But then I did the deals link and it had a whole lot less, and there was only a couple other items that were also listed in the app that were in that aisle. But once I started walking that specific aisle, what I learned really quick is I had to count individually like how many items in that aisle that just literally were not being advertised based off that category. So I literally, I just stopped counting, because literally it was at least about 100 items or more in that one particular aisle. When I say aisle, I'm talking about both sides. So there was at least 100 different items that were on sale and weren't advertised in any form or fashion, whether it was a newspaper flyer or on the mobile app. And what's crazy about that is some of those deals were amazing. I mean, they were like 50% off or better, and they weren't being promoted. And when I looked at all that, I also made sure that I wasn't counting each individual item. So for example, if it was a set of noodles by the same company and it was just different flavors, I counted that as one. I didn't count them all individual flavors as each one. So imagine if I did do it that way, how many different items really were on sale that just aren't being advertised. So this is the reason why I think grocery stores would love to use this app Buygoti, mainly because they can do multiple things. One, they can have a profile page within the app which lists obviously your store location with a logo. It'll have a button that opens up their navigation software in a user's phone and shows them how to get there, especially if it's a user that's never been to your location before. They can click on that link, opens up their navigation, they can learn how to get there, and the phone will tell them step by step how to get there. Also on the profile, you'll have a weekly ad button. So you can post your static link, which is your link to your weekly ad that always constantly is the same link on a mobile phone, where a user can always favorite that page and always revisit. So that link on the app will open up their browser on their phone or tablet, and then they can actually view that weekly ad that you're offering. Within the profile, they can also call it. There's a phone button where they can call the store directly if they have questions. And below your profile will list any promotions you got going on individually. So if you create any specials throughout our deal besides the weekly ad, a user can actually see that also. So wouldn't it be great, as a store manager of a grocery store, you've got your weekly ad going on right now, and you've got your mobile app going on right now, but you as a store manager and your employees know that there's even better deals throughout your store that would be very attractive to draw customers into your building. So here you can create individual promotions, especially if they run for the same length of time as your ad. So if it's a weekly ad and you've got other promotions in your store lasting a week, the same amount of time, you can create these promotions, which are catchy items that no one else is offering if you're very creative on which ones you choose. And you finally have a new way to draw customers into your building that you didn't have an opportunity before, because everyone's attracted to deals. Everyone loves to save money. You do, I do, everyone I know loves to save money if you can. Come on, it's a no-brainer. So it's great to be able to create deals, additional deals, to drive other customers in that you weren't able to get a hold of before. Sometimes people will choose to go to a different grocery store than the one they normally have next to their house to be able to take advantage of all these different deals. So that's the benefit from a grocery store chain, to be able to utilize this mobile app. Thank you.